ever stop to think about how you're spending your time, not just your free time, but every single moment you're alive. Time is the one resource that no one can create more of, no matter who you are, where you come from, or what you possess. It is the most precious currency of your life, yet so many of us treat it like it's endless, like it's cheap, like it doesn't matter. But the truth is, time waits for no one. The way you choose to spend it today will shape your tomorrow in ways you can't even imagine. Time is the most valuable gift you've been given. Time is unlike any other gift. Think about it. You can lose money and earn it back. You can lose possessions and replace them. But time, once a second, a minute, an hour is gone. It's gone forever. No amount of begging, no amount of wishing, no amount of effort can ever bring it back. Every tick of the clock is a moment that has passed beyond recall. This simple fact alone should stop us in our tracks and force us to take a serious look at how we are using our days. Imagine your life as a precious jar filled with grains of sand. Each grain represents a moment, an opportunity, a chance to grow, to love, to create, to move toward the dreams placed inside your heart. If you pour out those grains carelessly, scattering them without thought or purpose, you will one day find your jar empty. And that jar, my friend, is your life. The greatest tragedy is not that we sometimes waste time. It's that many of us live as if our time is infinite. We act like tomorrow is guaranteed. We say, I'll start my dreams next week, or I'll get serious someday, but that someday often never comes. Every delay, every hesitation, every distracted moment is a grain of sand lost forever. Think about the people you admire, those who have achieved great things, those who have impacted the world, those who have lived with passion and purpose. Do you know what sets them apart? It's that they understood the value of their time. They realized that time was not something to waste or take lightly, but something to guard fiercely. They treated each day like a sacred opportunity, each hour like a gift that could never be replaced. You see, time doesn't just measure the length of your life, it measures the depth of your life. Sounds like me. It's not about how many years you have, but what you do with those years. You might live a long life, but look back with regret, wishing you had made better choices with your moments. Or you might live a shorter life, but with so much richness and purpose that your time echoes through the lives of others for generations. When you realize that time is the most valuable gift you have, your perspective changes. You begin to see your days differently. You start to recognize that every minute matters. You stop giving away your moments to distractions, to meaningless tasks, to fear, and to procrastination. Instead, you begin to ask, how can I make this moment count? How can I use this hour to move closer to the life I want? I invest my time wisely in what truly matters. This kind of awareness is powerful. It's like waking up from a deep sleep and suddenly seeing the world in vibrant color. It awakens a fire inside you, a hunger to live fully, to live intentionally. It pushes you to rise above the temptation to waste your time on things that don't build you up or bring you closer to your dreams. No longer are you willing to accept excuses like, I don't have enough time, because you understand that time is not about having enough. It's about using what you have with purpose. It's about saying, yes, to the moments that will make a difference, and no to the ones that steal your future. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. Every person on this earth has the same 24 hours each day. The difference is what we choose to do with them. When you decide to honor your time as the invaluable gift it is, you set yourself on a path toward greatness. You begin to unlock the potential buried inside you, the talents, the dreams, the vision waiting to be realized. The clock is ticking. Time will not wait for you to be ready. The question is not, do you have enough time? But will you use the time you have to live the life you were created for? Your moments are a gift. Don't throw them away. Guard them. Cherish them. Use them well, because your destiny depends on it. When we talk about time, it's not just a matter of hours and minutes ticking away. It's about something far deeper. Wasting your time is not just losing moments. It is losing your very purpose and the unique potential God has placed inside you. Each second you spend aimlessly, distracted, or procrastinating is a moment stolen from the destiny that was tailor-made just for you. You see, every one of us carries a divine blueprint, a design created with intention and purpose. You were not an accident. You were not put on this earth to simply exist or get by. You were created for something greater. You have gifts, talents, a calling that only you can fulfill. But when you waste time, you deny that calling. You tell your potential, not today. It may be tomorrow. And yet tomorrow can become next week, next month, or even never. Think about this for a moment. Your time is the stage on which your purpose is acted out. If you squander that stage, the world never gets to see the masterpiece you were born to create. Your potential is like a seed planted inside you, full of life, full of promise. But seeds don't grow by themselves. They need water, sunlight, nurturing. Time is the water and sunlight for your dreams. Without investing your moments, your potential remains dormant, untouched, and unrealized. How many people have walked through life full of dreams, talents, and abilities, only to look back in regret because they didn't use their time wisely? How many have given their hours away to distractions that seem small but add up to a lifetime of lost opportunities? When you waste your time, you aren't just losing minutes. You're losing the chance to change your story, to impact others, to rise above your circumstances, to fulfill the plan that only you can fulfill. This isn't just about personal ambition or success. It's about responsibility. God entrusted you with a purpose and equipped you with potential for a reason. Every moment wasted is a moment that could have been spent serving others, growing in character, developing your talents, or stepping closer to the dreams planted in your heart. Wasting time is like holding a precious gift in your hands and never opening it. The world waits for your light. Your time is the power source for that light to shine. Sometimes wasting time feels like an innocent escape, a way to rest or recharge. And yes, rest is important, but rest is not the same as delay, hesitation, or distraction. Rest rejuvenates the soul, but wasting time numbs the soul. It leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and empty because you know deep down that you're not moving toward what you were created to do. When you decide to stop wasting time, you are making a declaration that your purpose matters. You are saying, I will not settle for less than what I was made for. This decision creates a shift inside you. It awakens your passion, sharpens your focus, gives you a new energy to chase your dreams relentlessly. You begin to understand that every choice you make with your time is either a brick building your future or a stone blocking your path. It's easy to justify wasting time with excuses like, I'm too tired, I'll start later, or I'm not ready. But those excuses are lies that steal your purpose. They keep you locked in a cycle of frustration and regret. Your potential is waiting for you to honor it. It's calling you to rise up and take action. It's whispering to your soul that you were made for more than ordinary days filled with meaningless distractions. You were made for extraordinary things, things that require effort, discipline, and intentionality with your time. Remember, the clock is always moving. Time never stops or slows down to wait for you. Every moment you waste is a moment you can't get back, a moment that could have been the breakthrough, the lesson, the step toward your destiny. So today, let that truth stir something inside you. Let it ignite a fire to stop wasting time so you can start living the purpose and potential you were created for. One of the greatest barriers to living fully and intentionally is the subtle, almost invisible way time slips away from us. It happens not in giant leaps, but in small, quiet moments, distractions, and excuses that steal our focus and rob us of the precious gift of time. If you want to stop wasting your time, the first step is to open your eyes and honestly recognize exactly where your time is going. You must identify the distractions pulling you away and the excuses that keep you from acting. Distractions are everywhere. They are like tiny thieves sneaking in through the cracks of your day. Sometimes they come in the form of technology, the endless scrolling through social media feeds, the barrage of notifications, the lure of meaningless entertainment. It might feel harmless at first, just a few minutes here and there. But those minutes add up. Before you realize it, hours have vanished, leaving you wondering where your day went. Other distractions are less obvious, but no less damaging. They come dressed as business without progress, as overcommitment to things that don't matter, or as getting caught up in other people's drama and expectations. You find yourself exhausted at the end of the day, wondering why you didn't get closer to your goals, why your dreams still seem distant, why your life feels stuck. Excuses words like me. Excuses work hand in hand with distractions. They are the voice inside your mind telling you it's okay to wait, to delay, to put things off until the right moment or when you feel ready. I don't have enough time. I'm too tired. I'll start tomorrow. These excuses are comforting lies that keep you safe in your comfort zone, but steal your future. They sound reasonable and even necessary, but underneath they are chains that hold you back from the life you were meant to live. It's easy to ignore these thieves and lies because they feel harmless in the moment. The truth is harsh. Every second you give to distractions and excuses is a second stolen from your purpose. You are literally giving away the time that could be spent creating, growing, loving, and advancing. And no one else can live your minutes for you. Your time is your responsibility. Recognizing where your time is slipping away requires brutal honesty and courage. It means asking yourself tough questions. What am I spending most of my day doing? Where do I find myself drifting without purpose? What excuses do I tell myself to avoid taking action? How much of my time is consumed by things that don't build me up or move me forward? When you take this honest inventory, you often find patterns. Maybe you realize you spend hours watching shows or scrolling through your phone, not because you truly want to, but because it fills a void or masks fear. Maybe you see that you say yes to too many things that drain your energy and leave you with no time for what really matters. Or perhaps you notice that you keep putting off your dreams because the excuses sound easier than the hard work of starting. But here is the good news. Recognizing these patterns is a powerful step toward freedom. Once you see the distractions and hear the excuses clearly, you can begin to take control. Awareness is the doorway to change. You cannot fix what you do not admit. And the moment you shine a light on where your time is being wasted, you take back your power. It also helps to create boundaries, firm lines that protect your time from being stolen. This might mean setting limits on screen time, saying no to unnecessary commitments, or scheduling dedicated hours for your goals. It means learning to listen to your own heart and honoring what truly matters to you instead of reacting to everything around you. Remember, time is your most precious resource, and you must guard it like a treasure. When you identify distractions and excuses, you are not condemning yourself. You are choosing to be intentional. You are saying, I value my life. Want to make every moment count. This clarity brings focus and fuels your motivation. You begin to replace wasted minutes with purposeful action. The fog of distraction lifts and your path becomes clear. Your energy shifts from scattered to centered. And with that shift, you start to experience progress. A step closer to your dreams with each day. No longer will time slip through your fingers unnoticed. Instead, you will hold it firmly and use it wisely. You will learn to protect your moments as fiercely as you protect your hopes. Because once you see where your time was going, you'll never want to waste it again. Deciding to take control of your moments is one of the most powerful choices you can make in life. It is a declaration that you will no longer be a victim of time slipping away, but the master of your own schedule, your own destiny. You see, time management is not just about keeping appointments or making to-do lists. It is life management. How you use your time reflects how you live your life. When you take control of your moments, you take control of your future. Too often, people feel overwhelmed because time seems to control them instead of the other way around. Days slip through their fingers, full of business but empty of purpose. The hours are spent reacting to what others demand, caught in distractions, or postponing the things that truly matter. But the truth is the power to change that lies in your hands right now. You don't have to wait for more time. You already have exactly the amount you need. The key is how you decide to use it. The first step to taking control is recognizing that every moment is an opportunity. Every hour is a chance to take one step closer to your dreams. When you understand this, you begin to treat your time with reverence. You realize that managing your time well means managing your life well. It's about making choices, setting priorities, and aligning your daily actions with your deepest goals. When you decide to take control, you start to plan your day intentionally. You stop drifting aimlessly and instead create a roadmap for your time. This doesn't mean you schedule every second rigidly, but you build a structure that supports your growth. You ask yourself, what is most important today? What actions will bring me closer to where I want to be? What can I say no to so I can say yes to what matters? This kind of intentionality shifts everything. Instead of waking up feeling rushed, overwhelmed, or defeated, you wake up with purpose and direction. You face the day knowing that your time belongs to you and you are using it wisely. Even when unexpected challenges arise, your mindset of control helps you adapt without losing sight of your priorities. Taking control also means learning to say no. It means protecting your time from things that do not serve your vision. This can be hard because we often want to please others, avoid conflict, or appear busy. But when you say no to distractions, you say yes to your own dreams. You guard your moments like precious treasures because you know that each one carries the potential to change your life. Another vital part of taking control is self-discipline. It's not always easy to resist temptations or stay focused on hard tasks. But discipline is the tool that turns your intentions into results. It's what keeps you working toward your goals even when motivation fades or obstacles arise. When you manage your time with discipline, you build habits that propel you forward day after day. The beauty of taking control is that it empowers you to live on your own terms. You become the author of your story, not a character drifting in someone else's plot. You decide how your time is spent, what legacy you want to leave, how fully you want to live. This decision transforms your relationship with time from one of frustration and regret to one of freedom and fulfillment. It's important to remember that taking control doesn't mean perfection. You will still face distractions, setbacks, days when things don't go as planned. But with control comes resilience. You learn to refocus quickly, forgive yourself, and keep moving forward. Each day becomes a fresh opportunity to choose how you spend your moments. Imagine what your life could look like if you took control of your time today. Imagine waking up each morning knowing you have the power to shape your day, to build your dreams, and to live intentionally. That vision is possible, but it starts with a decision to stop letting time control you and start managing your moments like the priceless gift they are. When you make that decision, you step into a new reality, one where your time fuels your purpose, where every minute is filled with meaning, where your life unfolds exactly as it should. Taking control of your moments is not just about productivity. It's about living a life of passion, purpose, and power. One of the most overlooked truths about achieving anything worthwhile is this: greatness does not come in giant leaps. It is built slowly, deliberately, through small, consistent steps taken every single day. When it comes to your goals, your dreams, your purpose, these small actions, though seemingly insignificant at the moment, are the foundation of unstoppable momentum that will carry you forward. Many people want quick results. They desire instant success, immediate breakthroughs, or overnight transformations. But the reality is far different. Real change, lasting achievement, fulfillment come from the steady, daily investment of effort. It is not the giant leaps that build a life of purpose. But the small steps you take when no one is watching, when the motivation is low, the distractions are high, and the road seems long. Imagine a stone rolling down a hill. At first, it moves slowly, almost imperceptibly. But as it rolls, it picks up speed, gaining power and force. That is exactly how momentum works in your life. The small, consistent actions you take are like that initial push. They might seem small now, but over time, they accumulate, creating a force that is impossible to stop. Consistency is the secret weapon. When you commit to doing something every day, even if it's just a little bit, you build a habit. And habits shape who you are. They carve a path toward your dreams. The key is not perfection or speed, but persistence. Some days you may do more, some days less, but the act of showing up and moving forward every day is what transforms dreams into reality. This principle applies to every area of life. Whether you want to improve your health, develop a skill, grow your business, or strengthen relationships, the power lies in consistent effort. One workout, one page written, one phone call made, one positive conversation, each is a brick in the foundation of your future success. It's easy to underestimate the value of these small steps because their impact is not immediately obvious. But that's why faith and patience are vital. You must believe that what you do today, no matter how small, is meaningful. You must trust the process even when the results are not yet visible. This belief keeps you moving forward when the temptation to quit or procrastinate arises. Momentum built by small, steady actions also helps you overcome fear and doubt. When you start taking steps, even tiny ones, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Each action strengthens your confidence and diminishes the power of hesitation. You begin to see that progress is possible and that you have what it takes to keep going. There will be days when the journey feels hard, when obstacles seem overwhelming, and when you question whether it's worth it. But the momentum you have built through consistent steps is what will carry you through those tough times. It's like a moving train. You don't have to be at full speed all the time. You just have to keep moving so the train doesn't stop. Also, small, consistent steps create a ripple effect. One small success encourages another. One positive choice inspires the next. Before you know it, you are living a life of intentional progress. You stop feeling stuck and instead you become unstoppable. Remember, the enemy of progress is often impatience. Don't let the desire for quick fixes or dramatic results steal your joy and determination. Celebrate the small wins. Honor the effort. Keep your eyes on the bigger picture, knowing that every little step is part of a greater journey. No matter where you are right now, the power to move forward is in your hands. It is in the daily choices you make, the actions you take, the commitment you keep. Small, consistent steps may seem modest, but they carry a divine power to build unstoppable momentum that will lead you straight to your dreams. Discipline is often misunderstood. Many think of it as something harsh, restrictive, or unpleasant, a chain that binds and limits freedom. Discipline is actually the greatest form of freedom you can ever experience. It is the bridge that connects your dreams with your achievements, the pathway that turns your hopes into reality. Without discipline, dreams remain just that, dreams. But with discipline, they become your story. Embrace discipline means to say yes to what is necessary and no to what is convenient. It means choosing the harder right over the easier wrong. It means training yourself to keep going when motivation fades, when distractions call, and when the comfort of giving up feels tempting. Discipline is the inner strength that propels you forward even when the road gets tough. Think about any person who has achieved greatness, whether in business, art, science, or faith. Behind their success, there is always discipline. It is the quiet force that kept them working long after the excitement wore off. It is the daily commitment to show up, to practice, to learn, and to improve. No matter how they felt, discipline is what separates those who dream from those who do. Embracing discipline is not about perfection, it's about consistency. It's about building habits that become second nature. It is in the small choices you make every day, waking up early to work on your goals, saying no to distractions, prioritizing what matters, that discipline is formed. These choices might seem insignificant alone, but together they create the foundation of achievement. One of the most powerful truths about discipline is that it liberates you from regret. When you live disciplined, you don't have to wonder, what if? Or, only I had tried harder. Instead, you live with confidence knowing you gave your best. You build a legacy of effort and integrity. Discipline gives you peace because you know you are honoring your potential and your purpose. But discipline also requires sacrifice. It demands that you put aside short-term pleasure for long-term gain. It means delaying gratification and sometimes walking a lonely path. The world often celebrates instant success and shortcuts, but those are illusions. Real success demands patience and perseverance. Discipline is the fuel that keeps your fire burning when no one else is watching. At times, embracing discipline will feel uncomfortable. You will want to quit. You will face doubts and temptations to give in. But those moments are the true tests of character. When you choose discipline in the hard moments, you are building not only your future, but your strength, resilience, and self-respect. Discipline also brings clarity. When you commit to a disciplined life, your goals become sharper, your focus intensifies, your distractions fade. You begin to see what truly matters and what does not. You gain control over your choices and your time. Discipline gives you the power to steer your life rather than drift aimlessly. Remember, discipline is not about punishment, but about preparation. It prepares you for the opportunities that will come your way. It equips you to handle success with grace and responsibility. It builds a foundation so strong that setbacks can't shake you and failures don't stop you. If you want to see your dreams come alive, if you want to achieve what others only talk about, you must embrace discipline. It is the bridge that spans the gap between desire and reality, between hope and fulfillment. It transforms you from a dreamer into a doer. When discipline becomes your ally, you no longer waste time in doubt or delay. You take control, you work hard, you press on, you grow. And with every disciplined step, you move closer to the life you were meant to live, the life that honors your potential and purpose. The truth that often escapes us is this: your future is not shaped by luck, chance, or waiting for the right time. Your future is built on what you do right now, in this very moment, In the decisions you make, in the actions you take, every choice, every effort, every minute counts toward the life you will live tomorrow. The power to create the future you desire is in your hands today. This is a truth so profound, so freeing, yet so demanding. It calls you to live with intention. Many people live as though their future is someone else's responsibility or that it will unfold on its own. They hope for better circumstances, dream of success, or wait for an opportunity that never seems to come. But the reality is different. The seeds of your tomorrow are planted in the soil of your today. What you sow now, you will reap later. If you want a future filled with purpose, achievement, and fulfillment, you must choose to act right now. Living intentionally means being awake to the value of each moment. It means refusing to drift through life on autopilot, caught in routines that do not serve your highest good. It means saying no to distraction, procrastination, and delay. Instead, you say yes to focus, determination, and purposeful action. Living intentionally is a daily commitment to align your actions with your deepest values and your most ambitious goals. This kind of living requires courage because it asks you to face your fears, overcome comfort zones, and confront the unknown. It means stepping out even when the path isn't clear, trusting that your efforts will lead somewhere meaningful. It means refusing to be paralyzed by doubt or overwhelmed by the size of your dreams. Instead, you take one step at a time, confident that progress, no matter how small, is progress. The future you desire is not handed to you. It is earned through the choices you make today. When you choose to act, you move from being a dreamer to being a doer. Action transforms thoughts into reality. Dreams stay dreams until you put in the work, the time, and the focus. Action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It's important to realize that you don't have to have everything figured out to start. You don't need perfect conditions or guaranteed success. What you need is the willingness to begin, to take responsibility for your time, your energy, and your focus. Every moment you waste waiting or hesitating is a moment lost. But every moment you choose to live intentionally is a moment invested in your future. Living intentionally also means embracing responsibility for your life. It means no longer blaming circumstances, other people, or past mistakes for where you are. It means recognizing that while you cannot control everything, you can control how you respond. You can choose to take ownership of your time, your habits, and your decisions. And that ownership empowers you to build the life you want. When you live intentionally, you create momentum. Each intentional action compounds on the last, building strength, confidence, and clarity. You start to see doors open, obstacles fall, and opportunities appear. Your future begins to unfold in alignment with your efforts. Even when setbacks come, your intentional living equips you to navigate them with grace and determination. Imagine looking back years from now and realizing that the life you dreamed of was created not by chance, but by the consistent choices you made every day. Imagine the peace that comes from knowing you lived fully, purposefully, and with courage. That peace is available to you now if you choose to live intentionally today. The choice is yours. You can wait for the future to happen to you. You can decide to shape it with your own hands. You can drift through life or live with purpose. You can let time slip away or claim it as the most valuable asset you have. The foundation of your future is being laid right now, brick by brick, moment by moment, through the decisions you make. So choose to act. Choose to live intentionally. Your future depends on it. As we come to this moment, I want you to feel the weight of what has been said, not as pressure, but as a powerful invitation. Time is not just passing. It is being given to you, moment by moment, as a sacred gift. What you do with that gift will define your story, your legacy, your life. You have within you everything you need to stop wasting time and start living with purpose. The choice is yours to remain trapped in distraction and excuses, or to rise up, take control, and invest your moments with intention and discipline. Remember, your future is built right now in the decisions you make and the actions you take. Don't let regret be your companion tomorrow because of wasted moments today. Choose to honor your time, to guard it fiercely, and to use it wisely. Small steps, discipline, focus. These are the keys that unlock the door to your destiny. Stand now on the threshold of your new life. Step forward with courage and faith, knowing that the journey ahead is one of purpose, passion, and powerful transformation. You were created for more than to watch time pass by. You were created to live fully, to impact deeply, and to fulfill the great potential inside you. So stop wasting your time. Start living it. Your destiny is waiting, and it won't wait forever.